Hi everyone, it is Marie here from Staines. Monday, 1st of July. I know. I cannot believe where June disappeared to. It is just like gone, John. Amazing. So it is so good to have you all here. And I thought I would come in because 1st of July means prizes, it means draws. We are just so excited actually to have been able to draw so much this month for people, and especially around our out and about theme, which was one of the best subscribed ever. And I know I say that all the time, but it's true. It's just been so wonderful to see where everybody was getting out and about to, not only in New Zealand, but Australia and around the world. It was surprising. I mean, gosh, we get around for a flightless bird, don't we, us Kiwis? And it was just so good to see. So I am going to get on to the winners actually, I think, straight off, because the first two already know. I've already contacted them because I needed to get some information and find out what colours they wanted. And those are our winners for the Speakeasy draw, for the Out and About draw. Both of them have won, and I've gone and left it on the printer. Both of them have won. We've bought them a copy of the Hohi Locatelli pattern understated, which is the V-neck version of the boxy. And we looked at that pattern. We thought that pattern would be so perfect in the new Effie. And they have both got garment lots of Effie to knit that pattern in, and those winners are Ingrid Beach and Kate Nye, both from Auckland actually, so congratulations to you up there, and their parcels are actually being whizzed out to them tonight, so congratulations to both of you, and for posting, and funnily enough, both of them, when I went through, because we draw these things by random, you see, both of them happen to be using forms of transportation as they're out and about, which we thought was really cool as well. So one was on a bus and the other was on a plane, so congratulations to you both. And you may have also seen that in the group, I popped the announcement up at midday, our new theme for the Speakeasy this month is going to be guilty pleasures. Well, the reason we've done guilty pleasures, it actually started out as binge-worthy, but I've actually expanded it to guilty pleasures because this is often the time of year in this part of the world, whilst we get out and about, we also do a bit of hunkering down as well. And we want to know what your guilty pleasure is that you do whilst you're working and knitting and stitching and enjoying yourselves. So the teaser that I popped up, for me, I have to admit, this time of year, one of my great guilty pleasures is binge watching loads of, really good telly. So I have to admit, I've been catching up on Outlander. I hadn't picked up the season 4 of that, so that for me has been one of my guilty pleasures. But we want to know what's yours. Is it listening to an audiobook? I know many of you love to listen to audiobooks while you stitch. Is it binge watching some telly, going to the movies? It might even be having a sneaky chocolate biscuit or 3 while you're doing your stitching to yourself and a good cup of coffee. Whatever your guilty pleasure is, that is just something that you enjoy to do, take a picture of your project and what it is that you love to do and post it up. No R-rated ones, please. This is a family channel here, but we really want to see what are the things that you love to do that make you feel good when you're doing your knitting and your crochet and your stitching along like that. And if it is something like a streaming service or a movie or a good book or anything, share what that is too. There might be something, if we haven't seen it or we haven't read it, that we might actually love it. So that's what we want to hear about. That is going to be the theme. And the winner, just to change it up, to keep it with the Guilty Pleasures theme, we will be giving away little gift boxes, which will include yarn, it'll have chocolate, there'll be little indulgence sort of bits and things, little indulgent special packs, bits and pieces in there, maybe some hand creams. I'm going to have loads of fun finding things for those boxes, but we've got some really gorgeous gift boxes we use for our Sockmatician sample packs, and we're going to make up a whole bunch of those, and those are going to be what you're going to win. So they're an indulgent sort of mystery box, as it were. So if you want to go into the draw for one of those mystery boxes, do make sure you post to win, and that's all of this month, which is fantastic. So that's what we're going to be up to, and I have pinned that on the Speakeasy, and please tell me that everybody here is a member of the Speakeasy. If you're not yet, do make sure you go over and get yourself all joined up, and then you can be part of the fun. Right, I can cross that off my list now. Excellent. Right, the next thing on the list with that in terms of winners is you may have been aware that we were running a Nix promotion in conjunction with Deb from Outlaw Yarn. And she provided us this beautiful, beautiful necklace, which of course I've left downstairs. So much for being prepared. It's absolutely stunning full moon pendant, sterling silver pendant. Beautiful. On a chain, actually, this is also a piece from Francis Stahl, who was the designer. So if you can imagine a chain like this, but with a full moon right there. So we have drawn that today, and a huge congratulations to Mandy Smith from Waiheke Island. You have won that pendant, and you purchased Nix this month. In fact, you purchased several balls of Nix this month, and you've won that. So well done to you. We will also be getting that out to you. We'll be giving you a yell just to make sure we've got your address details correct, and we'll be getting that out to you this week as well. So, hey, it's all about the winning here at Skeins, I tell you. So well done to you. I'm going to just talk about this briefly. Effie, so this weekend, we had a stunning weekend here in the Bay. Absolutely beautiful. Wee bit frosty. In fact, it was super frosty this morning. But it is the middle of winter after all, so that's only to be expected. But I have been working away on my Effie cardigan. So I haven't, not a massive amount of progress, but there you go. That's the progress to date. But I just wanted to show you, look how good that fabric is looking. Isn't that fabric looking absolutely fantastic? And there's actually, because this is alpaca, there is actually a surprising amount of spring and give in that. See that? Which you normally wouldn't expect with alpaca. But the reason you're getting that, there is 30% wool in there. And it is a wrap yarn, which means that there is a very, very, very fine polyester binder that actually wraps itself around that yarn to give you that nice texture. And in doing so, it actually gives it a nice bit of spring and structure. So really thrilled with that's how that's going, which is part of the reason why we chose the understated pattern by Hohi Locatelli. And I will put the link for that, which will come up with an image. It's a lovely sort of relaxed pattern. If you know the boxy is a very sort of wide drop-shouldered jumper, which is very wide through the body, but quite fitting through the arms. So it's actually surprisingly flattering for all body shapes. And this one, the understated, has got a very lovely deep V neck, which is brilliant because it means that you can wear blouses and things underneath and pop it through, or if you've got like something like this, you can wrap that around. And there's sort of like a ribbing at the top and the shoulders, which would still show out in that Effie. So really thrilled with how Effie is knitting up. It is available in store. So if you were in store on Saturday, or if you've been in today, you'll see it in the front of the shop. It will be going online very, very soon, I promise. But I'm getting some spectacular photos taken, and I want to make sure that it looks $1 million, so you can all see it looking $1 million. So that's hopefully, fingers crossed, at the end of this week or beginning of next week at the absolute latest. So that is coming very, very, very soon. You did, I have to say, absolutely loved the last of the Moody Hues and the Moody Hues special, which we did on Thursday. In fact, you'd pretty much killed it within half an hour. So to all of you who got the newsletter and jumped online to go and grab some to find it was all gone, yeah, I'm afraid you had to be lightning fast to pick that one up. So, and it's not often we have those luxury, beautiful luxury fibres on sale with the Moody Hues. A number of you were a little bit worried that Moody Hues is disappearing. Well, it's in its current format, it is disappearing. It is actually coming back, essentially the Sockmatician edition in a DK format. So we are expanding that out. So we're using that finer, higher grade twist, so it will actually hold itself really well. And we're actually looking at doing those same colors. So you will still get a wonderful Moody Hues Possum Blend recycled yarn later in the year, but in a slightly different format. So hence the reason for getting rid of the original format that we've had. So that is all still to come. Speaking of still to come, as you know, the Effie is just literally arriving in store. I've still got 7 more yarns to drop, hopefully, before the end of the year, which means that I need to sort of clear out all the little quirky bits of space taken up by other things at the moment. So most of those, and in fact three of those I'm hoping to have, in fact if not four, before Knit August Nights, which will be really exciting. So they're all trucking through the mill as we speak, but in order to make space for those, I need to get rid of a few little odds and sods left over from the epic sale. So on the back of the Moody Hues going so well, I thought it would be a bit of fun to actually do a little bit of another little mini sale, and this time an exotic fibres mini sale. And we had a look at some of the yarns. What do we have left in exotic fibres? Well, we've got a few. So the first is the Amuri, and if you've not knitted with Amuri before, where are we? There we are. If you've not knitted with Amuri before, it is absolutely beautiful. Now, to be fair, we don't make Amuri, but it is New Zealand made. It is made by Wool Yarns in Wellington, which is a fantastic, excellent producer of woolen spun yarns. And a woolen spun yarn, you get this really wonderful high opossum content. They can do things because it's a short fibre process that we can't do with a worsted process. So this is the Amuri here. I'll just pull that back a little bit so we can you can see a little bit better. And I think you can see probably on that one. There you go. Now this Amuri, 25% possum. Huge amount of possum. Moody Hues is 10. This is 25% possum. So honestly, there is no missing the possum in this yarn. It is a beautiful woolen spun single roving, and we've got 3 shades left in the 4-ply, which are those 3 there. So that's sand at the top, salmon, and pink. So that's a very soft, dusty pink. That's a really lovely, beautiful watermelon-y salmon. And that sand, which is my favourite, is just a beautiful, lovely neutral. So those are all left in the 4-ply. With the bloom on that, and the meterage is also too on this, is pretty amazing. Let's have a look. The meterage on this bloke, you're looking at 240 metres per 50 grams. I know, pretty incredible. So knitted, I mean, you would actually get away with up to a 3.5mm needle on this. So if you're wanting to knit a cardigan, you would actually get this beautiful, gorgeous bloom on that, and it would just look amazing. 240 metres, 50 grams. And on the DK, we've only got one colour left in the DK, which is the salmon, which is that one there. And in the salmon, I think it's 150, yes, 155. There you go. 155 metres on that for the DK salmon. Now these usually retail at I think around $22.95 is everyday price for those. We've had them at $14.95, and then I think during our epic sale they got down as low as $11.95. Well, I've managed to secure another reduction again, just because we've got those colours left. That's all we've got left. $9.95 for the Amuri. So that is well below cost price, and from the original price it's something like 65% off. It's a crazy, insane discount on those. So if you're wanting to pick up some possum yarns, especially if you're after possum yarns for a gift, or you're wanting them for yourselves, or you need to get some possum yarn into your stash, you want to be grabbing that Amuri. So as I said, only those 3 colours left over the 2 weights, and they are live and online now on the sale page. The other 2 yarns that we've got in are both left over from the sale, and we've only got little bits and pieces left of these final 2 yarns because there's very little left. The first one is from Kutcha, and it's the silk tweed. So this is silk mohair tweed. Look at that. Oh, just hold. Can you see that? Absolutely beautiful. So this is a really beautiful chain style yarn. The mohair gives it a lovely soft halo. It's sort of the rough silk that pulls it together in the chain. It's got delicious texture. It is beautifully soft. This is they're suggesting that you knit this one, too, and I so needed to put my glasses on, didn't I? Oh yeah, no, that definitely is DK, knitting to DK weight. So if you're wanting to add a bit of texture into something, or to be quite fair, looking at the thickness of this, even if you're wanting to get adventurous, imagine those 2 together. Look at that, beautiful. This is just stunning. Absolutely stunning. Again, this retailed for around $22 a ball, original price. We've had it at $14.95 a ball, which has been a huge bargain. Again, same as the Amuri, $9.95. So there's only the two colours. There's that deeper sort of biscuity colour and that lovely soft colour there, that sort of taupey colour. And there is very little of that left. There really is only, I think, about 2 or 3 bags of each colour left of that. So that is the Concept Silk Twig by Kutcher. The other one that we've got is this one here, and we're down to the last little bits of this. So the first colour is completely gone, but look at those. Aren't those absolutely beautiful? Ta-da! Ha! There you go. I'll just put those back there so you can see them. Aren't they just lovely? So these are the Bellissimo Calais, and that is a lace weight yarn. Just sit those there and I'll pull out one of these to show. So that is a 2-ply lace weight, and this stuff is, oh, the hardest thing. This is sold really well in the shop because people can pick it up and touch it. And it is utterly squish-worthy. Like, oh, talk about guilty pleasures. Oh, yeah, who needs a stress ball? You just need one of these. Honestly, you should actually, even if you just buy one of these for a stress ball, it is just so unbelievably beautiful. So this gorgeous little baby is 50% alpaca, 25% wool, 15% silk, and 10% cashmere. Exotic enough for you? Absolutely beautiful. 2-ply, 2-fold 2-ply lace weight. So there you go on my finger. Oh gosh, that doesn't look very nice, does it? 2-ply 2-fold lace weight. It's absolutely stunning. Perfect if you're going to be doing lacy shawls, wraps, or hats. I've actually also been having a look at some cardigan patterns online. There are quite a few cardigans that use these finer lace weights sort of knitted up into larger needles. One of the most famous of those actually was the Whisper cardigan, which came out about 5 or so years ago now, I think, by Hannah Fetting, and that's available from interweave.com. And they just create this beautiful, light, flowy, delicious fabric. And it's just wonderful. The other thing, though, with these lace weight yarns, too, that is a really great thing to do and fun thing to do with, is double stranding. So you can actually use it to strand back with something else. So whether you double strand them together with each other, or you strand them back against another yarn that has more texture, just to add a little bit of structure to something or a bit of softness, these can work absolutely fantastically for that as well. So that Bellissimo Calais, we've actually had that in store and online for $7.95. I think the everyday price is around between $11 and $12. We have now slashed those down to $4.95 a ball. There is, I'll tell you the meterage on that in those balls in just a second, 160 meters a ball on that. So if you want to pick those up, there you go. That's actually a good representation of the colours there. A wee bit brighter actually probably than what's appearing on your screen. But those are now available. Some of these are down to the last couple of packets. So you do need to be quite quick on those. But they are definitely now available in that exotic fibre clearance. Again, all at the sale page. I've moved them all towards the top so they can make them nice and easy for you to find. And that's pretty much me for a Monday. That's actually quite a lot for me on a Monday. Actually, lastly, no, I do have one last thing that I want to say before I head off. I will probably talk to you, hopefully, again at the end of the week when Effie is launched. But I also wanted to say a big condolence from everybody in the Skeins family to the family of Mari Jones. And Mari Jones is one of our original customers. She's been coming to what was the Knitters Factory shop to us for over 35 years, and she has been one of our absolute treasures. We have adored Mari she was one of the first customers I ever met when I started, and she passed at the end of last week. And so if you're a member of Mari's extended family, and I know that family is vast, and I know this because she is was Perrindale's biggest fan, and she knitted every single member of her family a Perrindale cardigan or project, and she was absolutely passionate about it. She never not had anything on the needles, and if it weren't a cardigan or a blanket or something for a member of her family, she was knitting for charity or anybody that needed it. So knit in peace, Mari. We will definitely miss you about the place, and to all of her family, our thoughts are with you at this time. So until then, until next week, I will see you hopefully on Thursday. Have a great week. Stay warm in these chilly times, and happy knitting, and make sure you share your guilty pleasure with us because we want to know what it is. Till then, see you later.